based on him. Baba has given him his POA, that's power of attorney. He deals with everybody. You give him a suggestion, he's adamant, he doesn't take your suggestion, he doesn't take your advice because he has a rule and he's following a script and he knows the people he reports to. Baba Mohbad is not his boss.
Why are you dragging them?
And I've seen that Papariano, Muiwa came to this platform and told us we are crying more than the bereaved. He said it to everybody, and when questions were being asked, he dropped and ran away. And since then, he's not even been able to come back to actually hold a meaningful dialogue here because he knows that he's been cast. Everyone has seen through him. Now, Shitu agreeing to work under an ordinary solicitor and a baby lawyer because his role is not to be the lead counsel. Is balderdash, is nonsense, is rubbish. I've never heard of such a thing. I've never seen a son working under an ordinary lawyer like this. There was a day I was analyzing it on another platform and I said, Shitu coming into this case means that he automatically takes the lead role, lead counsel, and Odomosu is under him. But we saw all the publications and it was Odomosu, lead counsel of Aloba family. And Shitu will go. Shitu, one of the things I also noticed about Shitu is that he has no idea about this case. He has never really gone through the CTCs. So when people are brought to court, he doesn't even know anything about their previous antecedents to be able to even link some of the stories, the lies they are telling, to what they already said or what someone else who was at the place of the incident has said. Imagine Shitu interviewing Darusha and not being able to bring out anything meaningful other than to come and tell us that he's been able to establish that Prime Boy fought, nurse injected, and couples fight, husband and wife fight. And those are the three things that a whole son. You see, even if a son doesn't have any idea about the case and is only in a courtroom to interrogate a suspect or a witness, from the things that that witness is saying, he should be able to pick one or two questions to ask. Because when people tell a whole lot of stories, the stories don't add up. And what is the difference between an ordinary lawyer and a senior advocate? It means that as a senior advocate, you've seen a whole lot. And you have the experience, you have a deeper understanding of what happens. But this Shitu has gone there as an appearance man. What he has been taking is just like what we call, what do you call it now in show business, like a photo op or photo appearance, just make yourself, available in court. Guess what, Papariano? The only time that Jokem went to court, she wore a face mask and she sat in the place there and she observed everything going on. She came back and said, look, we have a problem. This is the woman that has always fought for, oh, Baba Mohbad, this and that. Oh, don't touch legal team. She said, we don't have any legal team. That where she was sitting, she was standing, she was sitting, she was standing, she was sitting, because there were questions that you should have asked. And nobody asked. And they came out and said, oh, they've established it. And people were fighting her. Why did she go coded with? Why did she not introduce herself? Because she busted everything. She brought out all the lapses, all the loopholes that were in that case. Seeing that people were being asked leading questions, not probing questions. They were being asked questions that they will be able to quickly figure out the answer that they're supposed to provide, to be able to fit into the plot. Do you understand? Now, Odomosu...
All right, round it up.
Round it up. So where I'm going with this is that both Shitu and Odomosu have no place in this case. Odomosu, that we don't trust, is the one that they told us that is only going to wait to do the DNA. After that, he will leave. Then Shitu will be fully in charge. Now, we heard that Odomosu was given the responsibility to source for a pathologist to do the autopsy and toxicology. And this same Odomosu has now come with an incredible...
This same Odomosu DNA autopsy, everything.
DNA. Yes, I know, he's doing everything. And now this Odomosu now has come with an incredible story. I've never heard of it. That you will have a client, you have contracted somebody to do autopsy and toxicology, and he's not ready to report back to you that contracted him to give you feedback on what his findings are. He's only going to report to a court that didn't contract him. You went to look for him. The court didn't look for him. But he's now saying that whatever his findings are will be read in court. To the extent that Muiwa came on the platform and was saying that, look, even the monies they have spent or whatever they are paying for that autopsy and toxicology will only be revealed in court when that report is being. Can you imagine? And these people think that everybody is stupid. So you start to wonder that, look, maybe the people that are closest to them have always given them the impression that they're ignorant. And so they use a blanket approach at everybody. Do you understand? They just assume that we're all stupid, that we haven't seen things before. So for me, Odomosu is a no-no, is in bed with the team Wumi. In fact, on their platform, one day I was with my other account, and they were saying that these people are stupid. Whether Odomosu, whether it's Shitu or Muiwa, now we get all of them. And somebody now quickly said, don't say that to these people, they're always here. Do you understand? They know these people, they're in and out of our teams. Now, Odomosu has said, I went to see the body. There is no mark on Mohbad's body. Nobody challenged him. Baba Mohbad did not challenge him. Nobody has challenged. Even the people that said, Mohbad was wounded. He hit his hand on the glass and he had a deep cut of 1.6, whatever, a superficial wound. They did not query that this man said there was no wound on Mohbad's body. So that superficial wound too doesn't exist. You understand? So there are so many discrepancies around this Odomosu. And he hasn't achieved anything in the last 15 months. It's just been rigmaroling. It's like, even with the musical chair, you even find a winner. At least there's an outcome. This guy is on a roll, is just on a merry-go-round. A merry-go-round, there's nobody in front, there's nobody at the back. You just keep rotating and rotating and rotating like Chia Baba. So if Baba Mohbad really wants justice, and he truly wants justice, and with what he has said tonight, even though it's his apologies that were filled on the panel, but they at least spoke some of our mind in some way. That look, this guy is not going to take us anywhere. It's only going to take us to a place of doom. And guess what? They don't want to tell us the outcome of this thing. They want to drop it on us like a bomb, and everybody will scatter and disappear, and the whole case will be dismissed. Do you understand? Because if they come with that outcome that is shrouded in secrecy right now, by the time they drop it on us at the court, and everybody is disappointed, a lot of people will fritter away. People will leave the case, and then they will now take charge, and they will give them their own. Like you've always said, with Papariano, their own kind of justice that they've always wanted. Not the kind of justice that we know. That this man was murdered. Who murdered him? Whoever murdered him must be exposed and must go down for it. And whatever Mohbad has worked for, or whatever his music is garnering right now, should go to his family. And that the paternity of that child must be established. But right now, they want to see how they can.
Okay, yeah, let us slow it down on there.
So,
thank you so much.
So that's my own.
So, on the legal team. We're still on the legal team. Everybody in the live stream, okay, I don't know that anybody wants to talk about Wahab, Shitu, and Odomosu. Should Wahab stay? Henceforth, please, I want you to leave yes if you want Wahab to stay. If you want both of them to go, type. In fact, if you want both of them to, how do we do it?
If you want even just one to stay, say yes. If you want
no. Sure. The party positions Odomosu is going. Okay. So guys, if you want maybe any of the legal team to stay, especially Wahab Shitu, okay, type yes. If you want both of them to go, say okay. Type if you want any of the legal team to stay, especially Odomosu, type number 1. If you want both of them to go, type number 2. Type number 2, both of them go. And you have to be defending it, so you have to think very well. 1 for Wahab Shitu to stay, 2 for both of them to go. Let's see the statistics we can get on this platform. Let's see on science platform. Let's see the statistics.
Papariano, why not do polls now? They can do polls.
1 minute, let me.
You'll go by the polls.
Okay, let me bring that post while I use the polls. Where is it? Settings. Mirror News. In fact, but do you think we have these settings in Nigeria, this post? Have you used it before while in Nigeria?
I've used it before.
I know that
I've used
used
it
to
before.
be, it used to be on settings. You click on the three dots and then you see, here I have let me see, okay, post, I have it there. So quick post, quick vote in comment section. So start, oh gosh, what did I even put out there? Who is shaving? No, but it's okay. I think I'm able to see 50-50. I see 50-50. I can see frequent one and also frequent two. I think it's 50-50. You know, I'm considering some persons are not even here. So I think it's kind of 50-50. I think, from what I've seen so far, it's like 50-50. Some want Shitu to stay, some want both of them to leave. I think this platform, it's 50-50. 50-50 because some people have still not recovered. They have still not taken charge of their life. They are still following whatever Bukky says, whatever she says. And she's saying these things out of emotions without careful calculations. Okay. She's highly, the fact that she could even come to the platform and be saying that they don't bring out some people, she doesn't value intelligence. Okay, they value some emotional stuff, and we cannot use that to win in court or win anywhere in the world. Bukky is in America, in the UK. She will never come to Nigeria. All right, she will never be in the court. It is still wisdom, intelligence, research, all this information that will be taken, whatever, to win this case. So whatever she's doing, that's her own fracas, her own way of making herself happy. Let her continue to be happy. I hope Mohbad case will live one day. Then I will still want to continue to give her job. But whatever you're doing is going to be used against you. Okay, internet doesn't forget. This is what we want to be remembered about. That is what we are doing. Okay, this is the best that we think anybody can do for another fellow human being. And that's why we are here. And we have been doing it. No retreat, no surrender. This thing about should Wahab Shitu leave? Should Wahab Shitu stay? I think I'm also kind of divided. There's some people are divided. They don't know, like 50-50. I think I'm going to say, me too, I'm still in the 50-50. Okay, whether Wahab Shitu should leave or shouldn't leave. I don't see a way which I can 100% say that Wahab Shitu should leave. And these are the reasons why I'm saying so. Irrespective of whatever legal team that you bring into this case, there's something that is still needed to be done. Who is the advisor? Who is briefing the lawyer? Who is briefing the lawyer? What is the motivation of that person? What does the person want? If you take Muyiwa out of this case, no problem. If you take Odomosu out of this case, no problem. If you take Wahab Shitu out of this case, no problem. And let me tell you something. If you take Muyiwa out of this case, you have not taken Muyiwa out of Baba Mohbad's life. Always have that at the back of your mind. If you take Muyiwa or whoever out of this case, you have not break the bond between Baba Mohbad and them. As far as this case is concerned, those guys are not the one representing. They are not going to court. But one thing they have done to damage this case is their advice. When you see me always call it out Gurexi sleep on the platform. There is nothing we are doing that Gurexi doesn't know yet. But Gurexi doesn't just choose to fight the legal team and make them do the right thing. They were doing the best thing according to Gurexi. He loved it. In fact, they fight against anybody who talk about the legal team. Now, if taking Muyiwa out of this case does not take Muyiwa out of Baba Mohbad's life, you are in big trouble. That's also the nature problems of Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad doesn't have what it takes to deliver justice for Mohbad. Mohbad's father is not this kind of man. that has any fighting spirit. It may be stubborn in his own or whatever, but it doesn't have the fighting spirit. It doesn't have what it takes to deliver justice for Mohbad. It doesn't have. Okay? He needs someone strong. The person that could have done this is Gurexi. I think Gurexi was a rightful person, was a good person. Gurexi would have been the one to listen to what everybody is saying and sit down Mohbad's father and educate him and help the man get stronger. And Gurexi would have been the one advocating, the one dragging the lawyers. Go and do this, go and do that. Gurexi should have been the one filling that position. But they all have different interests. That's what you guys refuse to understand. People with intelligence can figure out manipulators. Okay? We have used our intelligence to figure out that these people are full of manipulation. Lagata is there. I told you the last time that Lagata is withdrawing money from Mohbad's account, and Oloribolko music is getting 30% from any music that Mohbad sings. Okay? They have so many special vested interests. Now, if you change Moyiwa, remove all the lawyers, you bring in a new lawyer. Don't forget, as long as Mohbad is still soft, those people who corrupted Moyiwa, they will never stop using Moyiwa. They will use Moyiwa to call Mohbad behind the scene and still guide Mohbad. They will be doing their thing behind the scene because Moyiwa doesn't come publicly. Moyiwa may stop coming public. If I'm Moyiwa, if Moyiwa want to prove to you that you guys know no shit, okay? The fact that you give this case to Mohbad, you are not safe. Moyiwa can be intelligent more than you guys and say, okay, I don't want to be dragged anymore. Hello, public, I've hands up. Don't drag me again. And Moyiwa will still be communicating about Mohbad. How would you know? How? Because as long as Mohbad is the leader, different corrupt people are still going to come to him. They know how to play in his intelligence. Mohbad may want justice, but those around him, they are smarter than him. Plenty enemies, where they follow me, and they follow me, even if not that, go on.
Please, good evening, good afternoon, and everything to everybody. My take is that the two lawyers have been paid already. According to Moyiwa and Odomosu. Odomosu said 90% of his work has been done. And Shitu hasn't spoken, but Moyiwa told us that they are, according to his 419 accounting, they both have been paid.
You guys should go for 2 minutes. Let me get something else.
Let them finish their job since they have been paid. It's just that what they have been paid should be the ultimate. The forensic should be given, the telephone forensic should be given to a new lawyer, a radical lawyer, somebody who knows his onions and who is ready to take charge when Odomosu and Shitu are gone. Baba Mohbad has no reason to give any power of attorney. The power of attorney was cooked by Moyiwa so that he can have the GoFundMe brouhaha, and that is what he's getting. If they go to FBI and EFCC, I'm sure they will invite him. There was no reason for any GoFundMe. There was no reason for any power of attorney. I told Joseph Aloba this when I was with him, but because of his technical illiteracy, he didn't believe me. That is what he's getting now. How can Brekete be able to do forensic and autopsy for less than 2 million? That radio television too do it every day for 800, 900,000. Why will Mohbad's phone cost 16 million? If the excuse is that they have poured chemical on it, that is a no-no. The excuse in itself is nullity of the autopsy. If you pour chemical on the body, then it cannot be properly investigated anymore. So the forensic analysis is where they should go. Since Odomosu said that he can do it for 5 million, we will see radical lawyer who will do it for less. Just give the forensic to a radical lawyer to do. And if it is true that they have poured chemical and stuff on the body, the only way to getting justice from the back is through the phone forensic, including Joseph Aloba phone, Posse Alamala phone, and all the important people that were in the house 48 hours before, 48 hours after. It is going to cost 5 million. The public, even there is money in the GoFundMe, but the public will be able to fund that. But other than that, we cannot have a serious conviction in getting justice for Mohbad. Let them go with their loot. I'm talking about the three of them: Muyiwa, Odomosu, and Shitu. Let them finish their job. Whatever is left, let Muyiwa keep it. But let them give us 5 million from it to give a radical lawyer to do the forensic. And the radical lawyer should also be the one that will demand, what is that thing we always ask? Aristocrat, please help me. Order of mandamus. Let him be the one that will ask for it. Let the looters loot what they have and go with it. And that is the end of it. Joseph Aloba is able, even speak English more than some of them. His English is better than Muyiwa. Still the lawyers. His English is better than the Rexy in most cases. Let him handle his shit. Let a good radical lawyer do the forensic. That's all we need. If they give a good radical lawyer the forensic, he will present his forensic. The government have presented the autopsy. We are doing our autopsy. Let's present his autopsy. The can also do forensic. And let every one of them be tied up together and be investigated. The police, if we do our own forensic, the police will be forced to do their own telephone forensic. And we'll check all of them together. You don't need this, hula bula lawyers and, power of attorney figures. He don't have that power of attorney to deceive. He knew, he was told, I'm talking about Muyiwa, he knew how he can make money. He was told how he can make money. If it is true that Odomosu asked for 30% of whatever they take, that is a fraud. In Nigeria, the maximum is 15%. In America, in the other atmosphere, it's not even up to that.
No. Owó tiẹ̀ náà ni ló ń ná bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn a máa ní lára láti máa yọ owó yẹn láti ná. But because it's a public fund ló kàn ṣe ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ ló ń ná bó ṣe ń mú yẹn. So gbogbo advice tí mi lè mú abẹ́ di pé ti mú ìwá yẹn relax fún bàbá yẹn. But Odomosu ọ̀rajà ni àtọ̀tajà ní ìṣe mọ́.
Wọ́n kí ọ̀tá rẹ̀ tó pè lọ́tà wọ́n kí. Ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀dùnkò kúrò ní ìkò lẹ́lẹ́gìrì ló fi dọ́dí.
Mommy, Baba Gwan is referring. Okay, is asking a cup of tea there. I see him another. So please, let me quickly go to Senator Ish. Senator Ish, let's have please.
Honorable Justice.
Or don't involve any oaths. Let them keep away because they want to be the force that they will find their way to manipulate the news. All the hosts should back off. Let Joseph Aloba pick. If any of the hosts have a lawyer that they want to choose, give it to everybody. As Joseph Aloba, give him the phone number. I'm going to pass the phone number to Joseph Aloba today of a radical lawyer who can do the job for less. Thank you.
Well.
Fumisco, you are free. I'm done. I've given my submission.
Yeah, I just want to pump in of what you just said that if you want Baba to do all these things himself, to speak to these people, Baba is the kind of person that will say, oh, I'm an ordinary carpenter. I don't know how to relate with them. I've got people around me that can help me. People like Buki will never depart for leave Baba. And Baba too will always go to Buki and say, sorry, all these things. Do you think Baba will stand on his feet on his own and do all these things? So,
for this submission, I've told everybody that it will be submitted to Joseph Aloba, and everybody that has his phone number, if you have any idea, submit it to him. But all the three of them must go. They have collected their money. Let them complete their job and go. Get a radical lawyer. I have 2 radical lawyers. I'll give him choice. And both of them are not collecting that up to 5 million. They will do the telephone forensic and they will bring the case to conclusion with the police. I'll give him personally to let everybody know that the 2 of them are going to be given to him today. Let him choose if he so desire. All these hosts and lawyers are 419. It's enough.
I wish Baba can hear all this and do it. I just pray so. Because from the onset, supposing Baba can stand on his own and do all these things, all these people surrounding him will not be there. He will be the one to stand by, stand firm, and making sure everything is on point.
Oh my God, what happened?
Obviously.
Look at how you guys turned this place that was boiling to a very quiet place. You're not there to be pressing. You're not pressing. Everybody will come back 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me warm up the platform. There's a lot going on today. We need the show now. Come on.
Please be power tapping, please.
All right, everybody tap on the screen. Tap on your beautiful screen. Don't break it, just tap on your screen. Tap on your screen, okay? So let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. You've heard all the things that has happened today. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, say yes, okay? If you can hear me, say yes. I want to engage one person first, okay? If you are sending a request open, it means you want to talk about what happened today. Okay, you've watched it, you have something to say about it, and that's what I want to be engaged in. I'm not here to camera. No. If you're ready, because we are trying to control the public narrative. To control narrative, you have to push it. You have to push the narrative, whether they like it or not. There are people listening to us, and I thank God that for the first time, I really appreciated a lot of the speakers who spoke on Bamba platform except Buki Jason, because she doesn't have what it takes to lead the public. She has nothing what it takes to manage an important case like this. And I think the earlier you guys realize that Buki Jason is doing no good to this case, it's only turning this case into a fighting fracas. She's the one bringing these things. Without her, those things will be reduced because people are trying to act like her. They are trying to be like her. They think that is the way to go. That was never the way to go. With that, you miss it all. After all the shout, after all the cost, tell me one important suggestion that has come from Buki Jesse. She's only doing the things that we have said. Everything that she has been advising them, nothing is working. Nothing worked. Buki don't know how to advise them. She doesn't have anything in her brain on how to go about this case. And it's very sad. It's pathetic. Can you guys hear me? Hello? If you can hear me, say yes. Wow. Wow, you can hear me. Oh yeah, you can hear me. So it is pathetic, and I must tell you, okay, please be tapping on your screen. It's very, very important for me. Be tapping on your screen. Be tapping on your screen. Be tapping on your screen. Share the live. Tap on your screen. Share live. Tap and share. Tap and share. Tap on the screen. Share the live. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna bring in someone to engage. Just wait 1 minute. I need to hit the house. Okay, it's too close to my liking. I don't host a show like this. I want a show. Okay. I want us to be able to fathom out something here, so that we can know where to be. This account was blocked. Wow. All right. Because I addressed what is right there, and then they blocked that account. But it's okay. They follow. Those who are always following whatever we do. Whatever we say, they are the followers. Okay. So we have got an assignment to always say something that all of them must end up following. We said Wahab Shitu is not good for this case. Sorry, we said this person, what do we call this, the name? We said that Odomosu from the beginning that is not good for the case. And it turned out to be like that. All right? But that is not the only thing we have said. If you guys won't judge from above, you have to do everything that we have said. In such, everything that we have been saying on this platform concerning how to get justice. If any single one of it is left behind, you are still not gonna be missing it. Okay? Because as I've said again, this man that you guys are choosing Joseph Aloba because you think he's the father of Mohbad. So he should have the knowledge, he should know how to fight. In his own true character, in his blood, he's not a fighter. They almost killed his son even before his eyes. This man was bound for Naira Marley. This man is not a fighter. He cannot give Mohbad justice. Okay? He will only come back to explain to you, police fucked up. He's not the kind of person who can do what you guys are putting on him. Even if you get any lawyer, Baba cannot be the one to be guiding the lawyer. Because Baba too, even as we're talking right now, Baba don't know much about this case. So you still need somebody who is well endowed, who understands the position of the public, left and right, who knows the things that we have been saying, and who strongly believe in helping Mohbad. Those are the people that you need to be around that lawyers, to be telling lawyers what to do. If we bring a good idea today, before 2 or 3 days, we are seeing a very good action. We are seeing a follow-up immediately. Okay? We can say this is a lawyer that represents us. That is what we can call a lawyer. That is when we can say we are in the case. But with this one that we have, as I said again, as long as, okay, so who is that somebody? Wow. Very good question. Very good question. There are so many persons. Okay, it may not be one. It should be by volunteerism. A lot of people should volunteer themselves to want to help in this case. Okay, and when they volunteer themselves, they should be given a chance. When I say like given a chance, for example, let's say Papariano, okay, I said, okay, I want to speak to our lawyer in a meeting, Mohbad and the lawyer together. All right, and then we have this conversation. We talked about it, and then the next thing I see action. If there's not going to be action, then I'm going to know. Okay, that is one. Come on, now, what do you make? Can I come on board? Papariano, as long as I can discuss with the lawyer. First, I will watch the lawyer to see whether they are good enough. Otherwise, I'm not going to work with them. Because Mohbad, one, I can't work with Mohbad. I won't lie to you. Mohbad doesn't have the intelligence. He's foolish. Do you know when someone is foolish? It's his own son that died here. I shouldn't be speaking this much. I'm not being paid for this. Baba is being paid for all of this that he's doing. Baba has got 2 houses, has got a brand new car on this that we're talking. All right, but me, I'm not. Baba should be the one fighting more than everybody. I saw him with Rolex, with chain, rolling and chilling. New iPhone, 2 houses, new cars. Okay, and saying, you know one thing, this person is my brother. Are you guys trying to tell me that you are not trusting me and my brother? Can you imagine? Baba said that there are so many things he was saying. If you allow this man to speak, he will fuck up. The point here is that they have been protecting him, and people have failed to listen to his own ideas to see whether this man thinks properly. They have not. They have been covering. You see why everything fell apart? Because Guresi was not here. If Guresi was not here, Guresi was the one helping Muyiwa and helping all of them to manipulate the public. But you know what God did? God took Guresi away first. God knew what he's doing. All right. And again, let me tell you something, right? If you also want to know how far what Shitu have done in this case, let Muyiwa and Odomosu go. God intentionally want to take Muyiwa and Odomosu for you guys to see what Shitu has done to this case. Don't play. Me, I don't have problem. Okay? But this is what me I've told you. This is my word. My word is that Mohbad father doesn't have what it takes to get justice for Mohbad. No matter how much you take Muyiwa away from him, you cannot take Muyiwa away from Mohbad's life. Muyiwa, the bond between them, blood. Okay, they say that, how do they say that proverb? There's one proverb they always say, that blood is thicker than water. You understand what I'm saying? That is the mistake Bukky Jesse is doing. Bukky Jesse needs a lot of information. There are some times you don't do something just because you have the feelings. You let it done properly the way it should be. Bad was disappointed in Berekete last time. You see, all these big names you guys are calling, okay? It has been failing you guys. If Berekete wanted to do this case very well, Berekete is seeing everything that is happening on the internet. Berekete can insult me. For Berekete to see me dragging him, it means Berekete watch me. My video was sent to him. All right? Why did Berekete himself not take time to come and check the biggest platform where Mohbad case is discussed? Berekete has to make research where information is. Last time Berekete lied to us that he went to Lagos to investigate. What did he bring back from the investigation? Did Berekete talk about camera? Berekete never even talk about camera. I wonder what kind of investigation Berekete was doing. I have said what I have to say. Even if you bring Berekete back, you bring anybody, you bring the best lawyer, as long as Mohbad is still in charge of the case, bro, I can bet you any amount that Mohbad will still be controlled. Baba, we needed an independent organization that is ready, that is passionate and ready to work so hard. We need justice fighter. We don't mean the father of the child. We don't mean the mother of the child. Mohbad's mother is just the mother. Being the mother of somebody does not mean you have the spirit of fighting. There are some stupid mothers you can kill their children before them, they will do nothing. Mama Mohbad is one of them. And there are some stupid fathers too, who don't care. As long as they are drinking, they are having the fun, they are enjoying themselves. But Mohbad is in that category of a father who doesn't know how to protect his son, who doesn't know what to be done. It's the public who is telling him everything, how to get justice for Mohbad. It's the public. But Mohbad doesn't have any single solution for Mohbad to get justice. Whatever Mohbad has is what Muyiwa told him, Guresi, Papariano, anybody told him. Tell me what you want from someone like that. The slogan would have been, Baba must go. But because of sentiment, you guys won't do that. The right slogan was that the public is taking this case completely. Baba must only cooperate with the public. Whenever public want to do anything, it may be through Bukky Jesse, it may be through anybody that you guys support. I don't have a problem with that. But as we are analyzing anything good for Mohbad, we want action. There are so many things good for Mohbad that as we are analyzing it, okay, actions are supposed to be taken. Why don't all of you pile behind Mohbad's mother? Mohbad's mother is the one who gave birth to Mohbad. Mohbad lasted in her womb for 9 months. Does that qualify her to fight for Mohbad? Does that make her to love Mohbad more than you guys? Do you guys love Mohbad more than Mohbad's mother? You who is not Mohbad's mother, you're not related to them. Do you think you can love Mohbad more than Mohbad's mother? That's my question. Do you think you can love Mohbad more than Mohbad's mother? Mohbad's mother is a mother. Don't forget that Mohbad is saying that no matter how much you love a person, you cannot love the person more than the parents. You see, Mohbad was wrong. Baba was absolutely wrong when he was saying those things. Baba is trying to tell you that whatever decision that he wants is what will last, because he's the father of Mohbad. It shouldn't be like that. In the beginning, Baba Mohbad did not ask for justice. Are you speaking?
Okay, because of that one, I did not love his child.
Hello?
Papariano, may you go, but may you know as they beat. Try pregnant woman.
Baba Mohbad did not ask for justice in the beginning. It was the public who asked for this justice. So how can somebody who never asked for something even know what it is all about? How? This is more than 1 year. There's nothing we have not said to this man. Nothing has been done. How are you sure that if you bring new lawyer, because if whatever you tell your lawyer is what your lawyer will do. What you tell your lawyer is what lawyer will do. As well, Shitu is there.
That is the painful thing in my heart. As Nigeria BB politicians, they could not help this man. The money Mohbad has money will make kidnap everything. But look at the money that was given to BDM that day. If somebody can come out like that and give Papa Mohbad money so that all this shenanigan, Mongo Park, what is their name, all these Alata people, I know they have done well, you people do well. They should just go one side, because I read your message just now that there is no lawyer that would like to be dragged the way they have been dragging different lawyers. Even Brekete that said he wants to even help Seth, they are still dragging him with his free money. Papariano dragged that man 247. If somebody can you come out, a big politician, can you help this man feel the pain of this poor man, this carpenter man, and say, I will give you this money. Forget about public money. I will just help you so that they will not drag any lawyer, they will not drag them to their, I will love it. Mohbad, please, just bring somebody that will just feel the pain of your father. Look at the way the man was speaking today. I was feeling pain. Say, God, if it's Dangote or the rest, are you people going to tell him what to do or not to do? That's my own thought. So let's listen to the best scientists of the world.
Suggestion for my son. We are the one forcing Baba Mohbad to do many things. Tell me one thing Baba has done without public forcing him to do it. One thing. It is with the public who has forced him. You're telling me he's a relevant father. He's a relevant father. Mohbad father joining Justice for Mohbad is all about trying to protect his name. He was in Justice for Mohbad to protect his name because he was being accused of being the one that killed Mohbad, that buried Mohbad alive. And so he doesn't want that. That was the first time that we saw him in action, coming out, trying his best. If you want Justice for Mohbad, drag Baba Mohbad. If you drag him, he will prove himself. These are the kind of people that you have to push before they start. You know that there are some cars, you have to push it before it starts. They are still pampering Baba Mohbad, they are pampering him. You cannot say you want to get your son, you are pampering Baba Mohbad, because he has many options. There are many people who are giving him money. There are many people who are calling him hello. The Baba Mohbad can never say no to. But when you are dragging him, his leg will be shaking. He will tell them, no, I don't want nothing.
You can drag
people are dragging me.
I
cannot bear this. I can't bear this. Do you understand? That is the way to go.
Because he's saying
that is, sweetie, if I'm bringing you up, you have to speak on. Okay, I don't want to have anybody up. I've not had those people. That's why I'm trying to give. I'm giving you a second chance. Okay? Hello? Is there anything you want to say? Please, don't come and occupy free space. So, now this is the standpoint at which I'm looking at this.
I better go.
Thinking you.
Did you notice today?
Wanted story in this.
Points. For
Why did David ask God to prepare?
011 bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń kan scores. So tó bá lè win ní kéèsì African television, báwo ni a ṣe ṣọ́ ìpọ́n lè win ní kéèsì bigger picture tó wà ní iwájú wọn? And these same lawyers tó wà ní Nàìjíríà yìí, it's another different stories. Lọ́ máa lọ report back fún ẹni tó jẹ́ principal wọn, which is Barrister Odomosu, because he's not on ground, he doesn't know what is happening, and he was not in present at the court. He was even shameful on that day tó jẹ́ wípé lawyer tó wá láti chamber Odomosu, they couldn't speak to K Crown láti give feedback lórí interview. Ṣẹ̀mọ̀ tó bá parí court sitting, wọ́n máa interview wọn pé báwo ni case ṣe lọ. He couldn't face the camera to talk to the guy on that day.
Adébísí
Ìyẹn
ní
ni wọ́n máa gbé àwọn yẹn ló máa gbé kéèsì ńlá ló máa gbé kéèsì ńlá bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa gbé fún. Nígbà tí bàbá àgbàlagbà tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀, barrister Wahab Shitu láti ayé Galaxy television ẹni tó bá mọ antecedent wọn dáadáa ni bàbá yẹn ti ń wá tó bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa legal matters kó tó di pé wọ́n tẹ̀ gba SAN rárá. Is an authority in the field of legal profession. Àwọn wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n á fi wọ́n ṣe figurehead fìdíyẹ́ ọkọ̀ máa lọ intimidate magistrate àbí judge nìkan tẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe. The proper case is not handled by this man. And ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn wà ní court níjọ́ tí pathologist wá ka report yẹn.
I will play this one in the other
Clear a
side.
table in the presence of his enemies.
Let me pull you up, Daddy.
Wá ka report. Bí wọn bá ṣe admit gbogbo report tí pathologist yẹn tó wá give nìyẹn láì jẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn question gbogbo report.
Say their mind, settle their scores, and move on. Come to think of it, they are still selective. While calling some hosts, some are being left out.
All those ones are anti-justice.
Psalm 23. In
Those
Psalm
ones are
23,
anti-justice, like
they
all those that Papa
Bàbá
Dano
yìí kí wọ́n kà ní mo wá kà o.
Those are not meaning
So
this thing.
ẹni tí ò lè handle case magnitude kékeré.
He said no. He had to come in flesh. And you are not saying it should. How many? Somebody has went and seek the face of God 20 billion times. Over 1 million people are running up helter skelter for him. You are saying he should go to God again. To seek what? Thank you very much. Let me clap for myself. Even though na no give me gift as I dey preach to na, at the year free time, right on pastor, ma block anybody. Thank you very much. Let me quickly go to
Yeah, Abi, thank you very much.
Abi.
The inconclusive host. I appreciate you for doing the great job. And I want to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone. And Vegetable Island. This is the second time we are meeting today. Oh, that is very good. And everyone on the comment section, I see Barrister, Oluwatosi, Irianu, everyone. God bless each and every one of us. I'm not going to take much of our time. But what I'm just trying to, what I like everybody to do right now, probably the host or the key people in this movement, I would like us to do follow up. Yoruba will say, everybody has spoken very well today. Baba listening, we say, but it should not amount to anything if there is no follow-up. This is where we need to. Thank you, sir.
Abi.
Yes, boss. Yes,
Not
boss.
just follow up, proper follow up.
Proper follow-up.
Proper
Thank you, sir.
follow up. God bless you.
Exactly. That's why we missed. Thank you, Young Daddy, Honorable Young Daddy. That was why we missing it in the initially on the onset. The Samuel will come. Like when he said then that okay, Odomosu will just take out and take care of the DNA and every other thing will be taken by Barrister Shitu. We believe. We just believe the word of man. Nobody to do follow up. No, okay. How is it going? We just what they say. It was. I was heartbroken when Barrister Odomosu was talking and they said they are yet to do phone forensic, which should have probably be the number one assignment. Phone forensic should probably lead us to halfway, but after 14 months, they even yet to do it. So how are we sure the what is it called CCTV camera they're working on it? How are we sure it's true? If phone forensic they could have applied to the court for court order, go to the network provider, they could have gotten those enough up to this hour. We still talking about phone forensic. So what is our faith on the autopsy and the toxicology? What is the faith? when I'm very sure the pathology that was hired by the lawyer will have bring in the outcome of what he find out in the result, and he will have gotten first-hand knowledge about that, but he might probably not able to disclose it to Baba. And for some certain people to like say, for someone to say if they see 40% of what happened to Mohbad in this new, that someone should throw a party, someone should pour a champagne. In the back end, you should know will have got it out, man. With the outcome is not really palatable. For me to say that the yacht, I say if there is this thing, throw champagne, throw a party. That means I have something I might have heard and say, oh, it's your own opinion. Agree. But for you to have come out with that opinion, something has gone out behind the back. And this DNA, young daddy, I want to beg you. They say, yeah, Odomosu has started this. It will be of the interest of the public and Baba for Odomosu to stop where it is now. If for them to reapply or to another lawyer to proceed, but if they say, right, let him just finish it, he has started it, it's compromised, because how can you be saying you needed a doctor to give you guys appointment before you could go for the DNA? That means there's something they are cooking at the back. The moment they are able to finish the cooking, okay, oh, doctor just gave us, let's go. And they just manipulate. You said something when you were talking to Baba that how are we sure that what the judge will read is what they actually presented if you don't have the full knowledge of what they're going to read? These are the proactive. We have been reactive so many times reactive, because in the reason, one of the way we've been reactive, like how can someone be a so signatory to a public fund? It shouldn't be done, because it could just go in and go out. Nobody to deliberate. When someone gave you B, you need nobody to deliberate. Oh, should we big this that? Nobody is an island of knowledge. Carry people along. You let people know what is happening. This is public fund. You can't be a so signatory. These are the way the lapses, and we are reacting. But now we need to be proactive. Anything, let's get involved. Okay, who is taking this? Get involved. Not to be sharing the public. There some content people here, that these strong people should be at the back and see how the thing is going on. Don't let us leave it in the hands of one person to control. Like what Venja said, decentralize the power. I think that will help a lot. But sir, just daddy, let's do proper follow up with Baba. Odomosu should not do.
You understand? Because you know that
wherever he is now, let another lawyer take control. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Abby. God bless you. Let me quickly go to Vegetable Island.
Please,
Vegetable Island, you're
please
welcome.
like the video. Help us to like. Love and like. Thank you. Help us to share it.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? In Cotonou. Today they said I need to start speaking a bit more pidgin. So I just want to say, we not gonna agree for Mr. Muiwa. I am not going to agree. Not gonna agree. I'm sorry. No way. Baba. No. Not gonna agree. I'm sorry. No. No. I love you, Mama, but no. It's a big fat hell no for me. Listen, York, we not gonna agree. We not. We not gonna agree, no. No way. As soon as
who is advising you to speak pidgin, please?
Listen, you were not there, but they said I need to start speaking pidgin. So I'm trying my best. and I'm not gonna agree. I'm sorry, Baba, I'm not gonna agree for your brother or whatever he is, nephew, whatever. Listen, Bookie came on and she said that Muiwa is a victim. Ooh, when she said that, I said no. It actually made it worse. This is why it made it worse for me, York. If you become a victim on a case like this, to a lawyer, I don't know if Odomosu is a good or a bad person. Look, I don't know. I don't have any proof of that. But if you are a victim and you are essentially in charge of making decisions, such as having a lawyer like Odomosu, it means that your judgment is not good. And if your judgment is not good, if your judgment is not good, you should not be managing, handling, being administrator of anything, let alone. Listen, I don't even trust my husband with paying the bills. Okay, I want his money, but I will manage the bills because I don't trust his judgment in making sure that it's paid on time. That's what I mean by your judgment is not good with admin work. You're not good enough to be a manager if your judgment is not clear. So if he was not able to sense that Odomosu is not doing the right thing, it means, and he became the victim, it means that he has to go. That's even more of a reason for me for him to go. It means it now makes sense as to why he would pay somebody for things that they were not doing. It means he didn't ask them to have proof, dates, and times of when they were applying to do the things that they were supposed to do. So he was paying somebody for things that he didn't ask for any proof. You are not capable of being in charge. I'm sorry, York, but he is not. And I hate to, Baba, you can do what you like, but I'm just gonna have to. I have to be brutally honest. I just think at this stage you need to take matters into your own hands with a lawyer, and maybe put Shitu in charge. Because if Mr. Muiwa, he's proven to me he's not vigilant. He's not. So Buki can say that he's a victim. There's no room for victims here. Because one mistake, the case is done, York. Especially with this DNA and toxicology as everything is coming out. There's no room to be a victim. I'm just being honest. I know some people are not going to like what I'm saying, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested. It sounded like excuses. That's not how the real world works. That's what I wanted to say about that, York. And to Destiny's point, I also felt a bit uncomfortable, but I have to be honest. I realized shortly after, which is why I understand what you're saying, York Daddy, about that, about Mummy Tola playing that voice note, that it was the best time to play that voice note, Destiny, when 2.5 million people were watching, to remind them of what that woman did to this young man. Okay, or girl, woman, wife, girlfriend, whatever she is. And I think some people after a year have forgotten. And this was a good time to refresh people's memory. And I'm sure this girl or wife or wherever she is, she would have been so unhappy that 2.5 million people were tuning in and that voice note had been played. But it was very necessary. And as uncomfortable as it was, I think Mama Ditola did a wonderful thing by playing that voice note. Just to remind people how sensitive this case is. So we have no room for victims. We have no room for people to mismanage funding. We don't have any room for people to trust people who are across the pond when they're in the United States and we're in the UK dealing with a case in Nigeria. I mean, what are we doing? Yeah, we need a follow-up. We really do need a follow-up. And I hope the follow-up will be that Mr. Muiwa, no offense, don't take this personal. It's nothing personal at all. But you just have to call it a day. You have to call it a day, my dear. Even if you're in the background and you're still trying to give your opinion, because we all like to give our opinions, but my dear, it's not, I don't think this is a job for you. I just don't. Baba, you do what you've got to do, and you need to now just focus on speaking to Shitu, and that's it. York, I hope that's okay. That's all I've got to say. And I'm gonna go. But
your opinion is valid. Your opinion, you said your opinion, and thank you. That is your opinion. And everybody's got their opinion, and this is a platform you can express your opinion. You know, God continue to bless you for all you do, for justice, for Mobad. As you're trying to learn Pidgin, also try and learn Yoruba. You understand? Not only Pidgin alone. You know, Baba, at times Baba speaks in Yoruba, so that you can be understanding. You know, you don't need a translator. You get what I mean?
okay. I'm working on it. Well, I understood that obviously he kept referring back to Mr. Muiwa, and he was trying to, you know, in a way, say it's okay, you know, he's still on board, kind of thing. And I thought, no, Baba, you know what?
No, your interpreter interprets nonsense for you. There's no point in time that he say he's still on board.
No. I said he didn't. No, he didn't say those words, of course. But I got the feeling that in some way.
No. Once you don't understand the language, your feeling might be wrong.
Oh, okay. You know what? Ignore me. I shouldn't have been. No. I don't want to say. You know what? I think we're going down a rabbit hole, and I don't want to get it wrong.
It's all right.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
Your view, your opinion, it's 100% your opinion. Okay. Thank you very much for all you do, and that was just on a lighter mood, you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Honorable.
Can I quickly add something before I?
Okay, please go ahead.
Right. Oh, so two things. About the voice notes, I think it was effective because not only does it remind Baba that he's the only one standing in the family. Okay, saying that if you kill all my family, like you can't kill all my family. Even though Mobad is still alive, they're all still alive. They're not supporting. So in a way, they're as good as kill those people out of the justice. So it's just a reminder for Baba, if you're the last one standing, don't disappoint the rest of my family, which is all of us. And in a way, it kind of reminded all of us to, even though we're frustrated with Baba, to also not give up on him, because that's what I got from it. Like, I thought that was very effective. And the fact that 2.5 people were watching and they heard that again, I think it was a good thing they played the voice note. And in terms of thank God Bankole stalled, because they would have had an excuse that anything lower money appointment. They would have given us excuse the transition will not be easy. Let Odomosu finish. So the excuse we have now, Odomosu don't have to finish. Their court is stalled. It's enough time to transition to Shitu and debrief him on everything, and he can write the court. So in a way, it's all been a blessing. So if whatever excuse they might have, they don't have it, because there's no court date, everything is stalled. So transition can work out the way we want it. I think everything has been a blessing. I won't be surprised if they say they've resolved the court issue with Bankole and we can resume, just so that
These are the kind of people I like to hear. You know, positive-minded people always taking every moment and looking at the positive side. God bless you, Coco, for all you do. Let me quickly go to Pet's Cake. Please, let's have you.
Sorry, I'm still on transit. I will, as soon as I get home, I'll speak.
Okay, that's Pet's Cake is on transit. As soon as we get home, he will speak. Now, I want to say this.
Please say. Let me please.
Okay, Honorable Senator, Lapio, Grandmaster, Esquire, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable York. Sorry, my network was kind of bad. But let me please say this here. You know, all that has happened. The thing that we're looking for is the way forward. And I think that's the main subject of today, the way forward. Now, I want to say this here. In as much as some people believe that, yeah, we were, you know, in as much as we believe and we understand that Muiwa is a family member. Now, I said earlier today that I am of the opinion that Muiwa should just go. You understand? And that's my own opinion. I still stand on it anyway. But then, if the family make a different, you know, decision, quite different from if they make a different decision, you know, it will be highly respected. But then, this is what I want to say right now. To Muiwa, if you are listening, or to anybody that is close to Muiwa, if he cares to listen to this, right? Now that all of these things happen, who is the person facing it? Is Baba Mohbad that came out to face it. You were not even there. You were not even there to face the fire of the public. My network is bad. Blood.
Okay. Before he repairs his network, and I think
I'm sorry, my network is bad.
Yeah, I understand.
My shit for me now. Joe.
Only Nigeria you go see that they beg network. Only Nigeria that they bet network. You go the beg network. Your network ma for me get now. Joe to the ma for me get now. Ma for me get Joe.
So let me say this. Now that all of these things happened, who is facing it? Na Baba they face him. Because you were not even there to face the fire of the public. You were not there. So now if the family is saying you are going to stay, you are still going to remain as whatever it is that you want to remain, know fully well that when you make your decision, whatever error that you want to make, you are not the one that is facing the fire.
This is your network. This is your network. Action. Now let me say this. I don't know. Is this network you?
Yeah. I'll just spend maybe 15 seconds. Know very well that Muiwa, this is a message to you. Even if the family is saying you should stay or whatever it is, know very well that the decision you are going to make, whatever it is that comes out of the decision you are making, it is not going to affect you alone. It's going to affect any other person. And just like we saw today, is Baba that came out to face the fire of the public. You were not there. So please understand that very well. If they still want you to remain there, good. We're gonna appreciate it, and we're gonna understand with the family. But whatever decision you are taking, you are not taking only for yourself alone. You are representing a whole lot of people, and I think that's just a simple message I want to pass out there. Decisions that I make and you can't low effect. It's affecting a whole lot of people, and a whole lot of people are gonna weep if your decisions are not perfect enough. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me add to what you just said. I don't think it's even right for him to come out and join Baba on that platform. Now, hear me. This is my own opinion as regards to that. The body language of people They're clamoring, they are saying things. I think his presence alone will aggravate people the more. So for me, the best thing for him to do is to have stayed in because me seeing him on that platform alone, and everything Baba is saying, they might be thinking is the one influencing it. So in as much as I feel that it's just like don't protest don't protest end Malians. That time, if Naira Marley was around where they were doing that protest, do you know there's every possibility they must have done jungle justice for Naira Marley, not knowing fully well the nitty-gritty of the whole issue. So for me, that's my own opinion. For me, let's keep it calm, let's keep it cool. Whatever it is, but that was for me. That was it. Because I don't expect even to see him on that panel. Me, I don't expect him. I go mori one panel and mo le ba won ja pé kí lẹ̀ ń wá. You understand? So it is what it is. Now we're going to the second phase of this program. Is to come together and look. Thank you for the gift. Look at how suggests modalities of the way out. Now, Baba has spoken, but what are the ideas? Probably they might just be listening to us. Probably one or two things. I never knew that it's only.
Honorable,
Okay.
please, sorry to mention it. Yeah,
Right.
Matthew. Honorable York, can I just say something?
Yes, ma'am.
When we look at conflict resolutions, honestly speaking, if Mr. Famuyiwa had been on that platform today, we would not have been able to achieve what we achieved. His presence alone would have influenced some of Baba's response. Baba replied very, very well. And if we read in between the lines, Baba said it all. Whatever the public decide, he will abide by it. I don't know how more we want him to interpret what he said. What I think that we need now is a proper 101% follow-up. I agree with that. I agree with the opinion of decentralizing Mr. Muyiwa's power. I want to say going forward, he cannot take decisions alone without consulting the respected host. If people say they are hosts or host in this justice for Mohbad, they are responsible people, they are professionals, they are people with integrity, they know what to do, they know what to say, they know what not to say. And they have the power to disseminate information back to their families or followers. So what I am thinking is, like Baba said, regarding the accounts, I want to say, if they're going to put out the account, people's names should not appear. That would be big. Under this people's name appear. People who have donated, because not everyone wants their name out there. And it is going to be unsafe and even unwise to just publish people's names and put it in public. Baba has said, between yourselves, get me 2 persons, let them come, I get the statement of account. Muyiwa is the one who does the negotiations. With the other 2 persons, they need to find a whole day and dedicate it We're not talking about billions here. We're talking about just million, less than 100 million. I think they could do it properly in a day and tell us what Odomosu got. I'm telling you the truth, and particularly I want to know what Odomosu got in the end. And then we must say if it was pro bono or if it wasn't. They don't need to tell us all these 5,000, 2,000. We don't want to know that. Anything after 10K, we want to know. So that's why I've said to you, Honorable York, please put people of like minds together. And I'm suggesting as well, Mommy Rich Grace should be involved. Buki Jesse should be involved. I'm just making my recommendations. People can as well make recommendations, please, or give you list. Ish as well is good in accounting. All these people can come together, put all these things in place. What people are very, very concerned about is the accounts. They want to see it. Even without seeing it, they want to be sure what and what went to where. What was this and this meant for? What did they do with did and did? And how this came in and how it went out. That's it. And what balance they got left. And after that, we want to know, Honorable York, how we're going to move forward. Moving forward is my own concern because I am really, really upset that there were no plans of action at the time Odomosu took up this case. What were his plans? Did he not talk about doing further investigation? Did he not talk about phone forensics? Did he not talk about inviting further people to the coroner? Okay, what is if plan A fails? What is plan B? Did he not do all that? Did he not have these conversations with Mr. Muiwa? And were they following these things step by step? We don't understand all this. We want to know going forward. And we need to advise. If I can't take the position of Mr. Muiwa, unfortunately, their families. That is where it is tricky, very, very tricky. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude to anyone. None of us will take the place of Mr. Famuyiwa. Either we like it or not, is his brother. Yes, we may say yes, we want to join with Famuyiwa to do things, but we cannot aid Famuyiwa if Baba refuses to say no. Or if Baba refuses to dissociate himself. And if Baba has not seen any reason why, fine and good. I have issues with him because management skills is zero. And I don't blame him. If he's not a manager, if he's never done administration before, if he doesn't know all these things before, he's just going to be like, we're just using Mohbad's case as a litmus test. We're just using it as an experiment. So we just need to be a little bit. We need to soft pedal a little bit on him. He has made big mistakes. I know, but we can't throw. I don't want to use that word, but he's Baba's brother, and Baba, he cannot cease to be Aloba's family, and we cannot go and impose on their Alobas. We can't. Going forward, Baba too needs to be involved because looking at Baba today, Baba has got no proper clue of what's going on. If Shitu has been the person leading this case, then I would say yes, Baba will have a grip. Because he will be going back and forth with Shitu, and Shitu will be discussing with him. But the person leading the case is far away in the United Kingdom. He's not liaising with Baba. I don't think so. So Baba got no clue. He's liaising with Famuyiwa. Famuyiwa got no clue about this issue as well. And then before it gets to the third party, they must have added or subtracted. It's quite very difficult. It's just I'm not saying I don't want to continue to dwell on